Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Osama Said from islamafterahmadiyya.com. This audio recording is really just touching on a few points to prove that Mirza Ghulam thought he was higher than Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's for people to find out generally for their own knowledge, and also as a response to an abusive email that was received by, I would assume he's an Ahmadi, because why would anyone non-Ahmadi send an abusive email? I'm putting it up on screen as well. The exact wording is in poor English as well, so whatever, I'm showing you exactly what the person sent me. And he's accusing me of, or us, of lying and making it up basically, that Mirza Ghulam never claimed to be higher than Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The truth is Mirza did claim this in many things I'm going to read out to you, and only someone who really, if you're really struggling and I don't know what to say to you, if you have a low IQ or something and you can't understand, well then obviously you can't see this. You want a very, very straightforward statement. I mean, I don't understand. If that's what you want, you're not going to find it. You need to read Mirza's stuff, and the reason it's so difficult to see initially is because it's all in roundabout ways, in circles. You go around in circles, he goes around in circles, gives you 2-3 pages worth of words, and then at the end of it you realize what he's trying to get to. And what he tries to get to is unacceptable. It has no precedent in Islam. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the highest prophet for us as Muslims. He is the last prophet. He brought the Quran, which is the final message. Nobody else can come and say I am like him or higher than him, or my message is more complete than him. So I'll read to you now. Now these pages, they're from Rouhani Khaza'in, which any people who know anything about Ahmadiyya will know what that is. Volume 16, starting on page 270. Now the actual book is Khutbah Ilhamiyya, and so it starts on page 270 from volume 16 Rouhani Khaza'in to page 273. It's written in Arabic, Urdu and in Farsi. Obviously I'm going to read it in English now with the translation. I do read Arabic, but obviously my audio recordings are in English for the English speaking people out there. It's more of a universal language. So I'll start now. It starts off saying, if you have sense, then understand that just as our Prophet ﷺ came in the 5th millennium, he has come in the Buruzi form of promised Messiah at the end of the 6th millennium. And this is proved from the Quran. There is no room for rejection or denial. And except the blind, no one would turn their head. Don't you worry about the verse, وَآخَرِينَ مِنْهُمْ. And how can the words minhum be true if the Holy Prophet is not present in the akharin, like he was present with the people before? Whatever we have stated, there is no escaping it for the deniers. And the route for the deniers to run away is closed. And whoever rejects this point that the Holy Prophet's coming is related to the 6th millennium, just like it did for the 5th millennium, that person rejects the truth and the Quran. But the truth is that the Holy Prophet's spirituality at the end of the 6th millennium, in other words, these days, in comparison to the previous days before, is stronger, complete, and more severe. These words in Arabic are aqwa, akmal, and ashad. Aqwa is stronger, akmal is more complete, and ashad is more severe. This is what Mirza has written. Now, any of you people listening to this, Mirza Ghulam has clearly stated that he is coming. Okay, he is coming. He's trying to say now that he tries to get out of, obviously, by saying, I am not saying I am a whole complete prophet, but I am more of, I'm more of a, for example, like Buruzi, or a shadow prophet and all this kind of thing. He's trying to get out of fully coming in your face and saying, yes, I have come and I'm strong and I'm more complete. But this is what he says. He's written this saying that I have come, my coming in this millennium, this second coming basically, is more stronger, more complete and more fierce or more severe. How you Muslims out there or Ahmadis out there, please ask yourself, how can this man Mirza Ghulam ever think that he can have a stronger or a more complete message or a more severe message than Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet that brought us the Quran from Allah, the whole religion of Islam? How can he claim to ever say anything like that? This is what Mirza Ghulam has stated. Now you Ahmadis out there, please think about this. What did he bring that is stronger or more complete than Sayyidina Muhammad? You ask yourself that. Ask yourself, what did he bring? What, he brought things like Chanda? He brought things like Bahishti Maqbara? This is all bid'ah anyway. This has no precedent in Islam. All Mirza has brought is further confusion, and that's why Ahmadis are very confused, because today's image of Ahmadiyya, they give you this image of, oh, we love Sayyidina Muhammad so much, oh, he's the dust on his shoes, oh, look at all these poems and stuff like that. You get very confused. And you think, no, this guy's lying, that guy's lying, Mirza Ghulam didn't write this. He did write this, because this is the original Ahmadiyya. This is the Ahmadiyya of the 19th century. Not the modern Ahmadiyya that you see here with Mirza Masroor coming on your screens on all these MTA programs and all this kind of thing. You are being fooled, okay? Please look in the history. Look in the history. Look at the foundation of Ahmadiyya. You have to look at Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, not these current images, not the current propaganda, not the current publications by the Ahmadiyya organization, okay? Please do this for your own sake before people like the person's emailed me, before you start sending abusive emails and accusing me or my colleagues of lying. Please check and read these books. A lot of Ahmadis, they're out there, they say, oh, we've read everything. What you're saying is not there. No, you haven't read it, because when I say this to a lot of Ahmadis, they've never heard of it in their life. So please read thoroughly. I'm going to move on now. I have a few extracts from Tadhkirah here. For example, this is from the year 1883. This is in Arabic, obviously it's translated in English. In Tadhkirah, it's in English. I haven't translated it, so everything I read is already in English. The revelation supposedly came in Arabic, and it says, good news for you, O my Ahmad. You are my purpose and are with me. Okay? Then you've got another one here. In Persian it says, I believe. It says, be glad, O my Ahmad, you are my purpose and are with me. I have planted the tree of your honor with my own hand. Then you've got another one here. This one is really, it's hideous for any Muslims out there, and even Ahmadis who've never heard of this and you think you're a good Muslim. You ask yourself, when you hear something like Mirza's got this revelation that allegedly Allah said to him, you are to me like my unity and my uniqueness. You are to me like my unity and my uniqueness. And then following on in the same paragraph, you are to me like my throne. You are to me like my son. Like my son? If Mirza Ghulam is like Allah's son. And then further on the same page, you are to me like the ultimate nearness of which the people cannot have knowledge. When you are angry with someone, I am angry. And whomsoever you love, I love. Now everybody listening to this is probably thinking this is unbelievable, but it's there. It's in Tadhkirah. This is also in Tadhkirah as well, year 1903. This revelation came in Arabic, but it's translated in English. It says, Allah has preferred you to everything. Preferred you to everything. The next one, this is really bad, this one. This one here, many thrones have descended from heaven, but your throne has been set up, the highest of all. Your throne has been set up, the highest of all. Many thrones have descended from heaven. So all the previous prophets, for example, anything you want to say, how can Mirza Ghulam be the highest out of all of them? If it's prophets or anything you want to call it. How can Mirza Ghulam be higher than any of them? How can he be higher than Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So please have a look at www.islamafterahmadiyya.com. You're going to see all these things up there, evidence, scanned evidence. There's nothing being made up here. We don't need to make up anything. We don't need to lie. We're here to show you some truths. And may Allah always guide us in the straight path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.